Hello and welcome to The Stash. I'm your host Z-Man, and today we have a new lead on Nosebleed Games' psychological horror title, MADiSON. MADiSON is a first-person psychological horror game developed by Nosebleed Games, slated to release later this year. Originally, the demo you can see here was released in 2017, but as of July 2021, IGN has released 20 minutes of previously unseen gameplay footage, followed by the official trailer finally being released to the hungry masses on July 22nd. So, while this demo has been available for some time, I'm bringing it up now because the game is slated to come out later this year, and with the drop of said official trailer, we can now see Nosebleed Games has been hard at work developing a very well executed concept and design, and with everything we've seen, MADiSON could stand to be one of the best indie horror titles released this year. In MADiSON, we play as Luca, a young man with a documented troubled childhood, who presently must endure the brute torture of MADiSON, a supposed demon that has forced him to continue a gory ritual she started decades ago. The demon MADiSON, from what we can tell, seems to be the remains of a woman, also known as Madison Hale, who committed familicide in an attempt to perform a witchcraft ritual. However, she was interrupted and slain by police. Now, somehow, years after her crimes and subsequent death, our protagonist has acquired her treasured instant film camera through an estate sale. And that's about all we know so far. The demo does a great job of setting up both these narratives, blending letters and an environmental storytelling that eases you into the exposition, as opposed to hitting you over the head with it, which I truly appreciate considering many games these days are content with having their voice actors explain in near Shakespearean soliloquies every detail of the plot before I even begin to get into the game. And while we're on the topic of voiceover, I will say my biggest complaint with the demo is the voice acting. It's not very frequent, but, and this may be the snobby actor in me, the voice acting feels a bit disconnected from the character in an otherwise near-perfect demo experience. However, I'm hoping that this particular issue will get ironed out in the final release because, as I stated earlier, other than that, this demo is extremely well put together. The UI is clean with a clear and simple inventory system. The controls are smooth and the graphics are stunning, with some items achieving near photorealism. The detail on the film packs had me rotating them to get a better view for what I'm sure was a lot longer than the devs intended anyone to care. However, for me it was a smart choice, considering the film seems to be the main resource we'll be collecting, as taking photos is a core gameplay mechanic in MADiSON. If you see something unusual or hear a sound, you can snap a photo in that direction, open the inventory, shake it to develop said photo, and see if you indeed caught something or your paranoia got the better of you. Sometimes it's nothing. Other times you'll catch a glimpse of the paranormal, and certain puzzles even require a photo to solve. It's an awesome mechanic that I haven't really seen explored well in this context since a series like Fatal Frame, and I think given how varied its uses were in the demo, it's really got the potential to shine in the full experience. Aside from snapping photos, the gameplay of the demo consists of exploration, gathering clues, and solving puzzles with a few well-done jump scares throughout. If you've watched any of my other videos, you'll know I usually don't love jump scares, as I feel unless they're really earned, they're usually just a cheap scare tactic to cover for a lackluster atmosphere or other shortcomings. But MADiSON employs them with an aesthetic of creeping dread, almost telegraphing the scares moments before, making me feel like I should have expected them, almost as if I too am a part of the haunting. The demo for MADiSON can be found on itch.io, and you can wishlist the full release on Steam, which I definitely encourage you to do if you're at all interested in the game. And if you feel like really supporting the devs and being involved, you can become a patron over on their Patreon page and gain an insider look into their process, all of which I'll provide links for below. MADiSON truly has massive potential, and I personally can't wait for its release to dive into more of its horror. Its release date isn't set yet, but the devs have stated it will release sometime soon this year. I'll do my best to keep you all updated with any new information I hear. Until then, stay spooky, my friends, and I'll see you very soon.